Have you ever felt that your circumstances are holding you back? Have you ever looked at successful people and wondered why life seems easier for them? If so, today's story is for you. This is the inspiring story of a poor boy who proved that success is not determined by where you start, but by how far you're willing to go. The beginning in a small town lived a boy named Daniel. Daniel came from a very poor family. His father worked long hours as a laborer, and his mother cleaned houses to help support the family. Despite their hard work, money was always scarce. Some days there was barely enough food on the table. Daniel often wore old clothes and used second-hand school supplies. Many of his classmates came from wealthier families. They had better clothes, better gadgets, and better opportunities. Sometimes Daniel felt embarrassed. Sometimes he felt discouraged. But deep inside, he carried a dream. He wanted to change his family's future. A difficult childhood. Every morning, Daniel woke up before sunrise. Before going to school, he helped his father with small jobs around the neighborhood. After school, he worked part-time delivering newspapers. His days were long and exhausting. While other children played games and watched television, Daniel spent most of his time studying or working. One evening, after a particularly difficult day, Daniel asked his father, "Why do we have to struggle so much?" His father smiled gently. "Son, poverty is not something to be ashamed of, but giving up on your dreams is." Those words stayed in Daniel's heart. The power of education. Daniel believed that education was his path to a better future. Although he lacked resources, he never lacked determination. He spent hours at the local library. He borrowed books whenever he could. He learned from every opportunity available to him. Many nights, he studied under a small lamp while others slept. His friends sometimes laughed at him. "Why do you study so much?" they asked. But Daniel had a vision. He knew that every page he read brought him one step closer to his dream. The first major setback. When Daniel finished high school, he applied for a scholarship to attend college. He worked hard on his application. He prayed. He hoped. Weeks later, the letter arrived. His hands trembled as he opened it. Unfortunately, he had not been selected. Daniel felt crushed. It seemed as though all his efforts had been wasted. For several days, he lost motivation. He began doubting himself. Maybe his dream was impossible. Maybe success was only for people born into wealth. A life-changing encounter. One afternoon, Daniel met an elderly teacher who had known him since childhood. The teacher noticed the sadness in Daniel's eyes. "What happened?" he asked. Daniel explained everything. The teacher listened carefully. Then he said, "Do you know why most people fail?" Daniel shook his head. "They fail because they stop after their first disappointment." The teacher continued. "Success is not about never falling. It's about getting up every time you fall. Every successful person has faced rejection. What makes them different is that they keep going." Those words reignited Daniel's determination. Refusing to quit, Daniel decided that one rejection would not define his future. He found a small job at a grocery store. During the day, he worked. At night, he continued learning. He saved every dollar he could. Months turned into years. Slowly, he earned enough money to enroll in college courses. The journey was not easy. Many times he felt exhausted. Many times he wondered if all the sacrifice was worth it. But he never stopped moving forward. One step at a time. One day at a time, one goal at a time. The turning point. During college, Daniel developed a passion for technology. He spent countless hours learning new skills. While others relaxed, he practiced. While others complained, he improved. His dedication eventually caught the attention of a successful entrepreneur. The entrepreneur offered Daniel an internship. It was a small opportunity, but Daniel treated it like the opportunity of a lifetime. He worked harder than anyone else. He learned everything he could. He asked questions. He solved problems. He earned the trust of his mentors. Soon, he was offered a full-time position. For the first time in his life, Daniel could help support his family financially. Achieving the dream. Years later, Daniel started his own company. The same boy who once worried about having enough food now employed dozens of people. His business grew steadily. His success became known throughout the community. People admired his achievements. Many called him lucky. But they didn't see the years of sacrifice. They didn't see the sleepless nights. They didn't see the failures and disappointments. They only saw the result. Returning home one day, Daniel visited the small house where he had grown up. His parents were sitting on the porch. As he looked around, memories flooded his mind. The struggles, the hardships, the dreams. Tears filled his eyes. His father smiled and said, I always knew you could do it. Daniel shook his head. No, Dad. We did it. You taught me never to give up. His father smiled proudly. At that moment, Daniel realized that true success was not measured by money. It was measured by the lives he had improved and the obstacles he had overcome. The final lesson before leaving, Daniel shared his story with local students. One young boy asked, what is the secret to success? Daniel smiled. There is no secret. Work hard, keep learning, stay patient, and never let your circumstances decide your future. Your beginning does not determine your ending. Moral of the story: no matter how difficult your situation may seem today, remember this: your current circumstances are not your final destination. Poverty can challenge you. Failure can discourage you. Rejection can hurt you. But none of them can stop you unless you stop yourself. The road to success is rarely easy. But with determination, patience, education, and perseverance, even the biggest dreams can become reality. Never be ashamed of where you start. Be proud of how far you're willing to go. Thank you for watching Maurya Buddha Wisdom. Subscribe and join our journey of wisdom, peace, and personal growth through powerful stories and timeless life lessons.